Hey there everybody and welcome. My name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews, and where we bring you the facts, not fluff. Today, we're back with my favorite airgun. What are we doing? Let's find out. All right, before we get started, I want to remind you guys that we have a Patreon channel. We also have the Officers Club over at Airgun Army. Now, if you want some exclusive content, some behind-the-scenes content, and early access to ads-free version of some of our long-form videos, definitely check it out. Links will be in the video description. So what are we doing today? Well, we just shot this in the traditional, standard, gorgeous laminate wood stock versus the tactical stock, and I happen to like both, but the reality was I shot this one better. So what are we doing today? We're going to follow through with some pellet testing. We've shot the heck out of this gun, so we kind of know what works best, but we've got some new pellets I want to test to see which one's better. And then when we're done that video, we're going to take the best of our pellets and we're going to do our steel targets out to 100 yards just for giggles and fun, right? So what are we doing today? I've got the JSB, I got the JTS, and I don't have anything in H&N that's in the same weight like the 25-4s. So I grabbed the Barracudas, they're 30s. We're gonna give them a shot. I thought I might have had some FIREARMS 25s, but I don't, I'm out. So I don't have those to compare today, but we've got the JSB, JTS, and some H&Ns. We'll see how we do at 50 yards. And from there, the best one, we'll do another video and we'll shoot out to 100 on steel targets. It is absolutely gorgeous today. We haven't had a day like this in months. It is pretty much dead calm. So if there's ever a day to be shooting at 100, today's the day, and hopefully we'll do this video and a whole lot more. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we need to do is figure out what order. I'm gonna do JSB, JTS, H&N. We'll start with the JSBs. These are the 25-4s. And we are going to go with, we'll take a sighter, a couple sighters, see where we're hitting. Because last time we were shooting, had a little wind going on. And then we'll do 3 groups. We'll do 3 5-shot groups. We'll look at the differences and across all the pellets, and we'll kind of come up with which one does better. We're not going to edit the stuff out. You're going to see what we get. We'll see it just like with you guys seeing it. And yeah, we're just going to keep it real here. First shot, top left. I am using the rest today because I want to be as accurate as possible. It actually works really good. The stock works really good in this particular rest. Here we go. Top left. Here comes a little bit of wind, of course. Okay, we are way off. All right, let's take another shot. Too much. Too much. Okay, we just got to come down. That'll go. Okay. Now, for the rest of our shooting, we will not be adjusting the scope. Well, I don't expect to. It could be a bit of a challenge when we switch to the H&Ns because they're 30 grain instead of 25. So they are going to be heavier. We'll see where they hit. And I have, the scope I'm running is the Hawk Frontier 34. So this is the top end Hawk scope. First focal plane, there's like a million, not really, aim points down below. It's a really good scope for this kind of work, so I can just use some sort of aim point versus having to adjust the scope. So I think we'll be all right. Let's go ahead and start with our first 5-shot group. And I will fill up the gun in between each set of pellets so that everybody gets a fair shake. All right, first group of 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I need to calm down and slow down. I was wiggling back and forth there. Here we go. I'm going to keep the same main point. I'm like a fraction low, but we're just going to go for groups today, guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, that one went sideways. Okay, last 5. Boy, I started that good, and then I decided let's let the rest do the work. Let's let the rest hold the gun instead of me trying to hold it. And the first shots, a couple shots were great, and then I just shanked it. Okay, here we go. Last group. Whoa, it's pushing way left. 1. I don't know if I got a pellet in there. I did. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well that was a great group. It just wasn't in the black, and I hadn't changed anything. That's very strange. Okay, so that was that. That was the JSBs. Let's do the JTSs. But first, let's fill up our gun. For everyone that is wondering how our little compressors go, and this is one of those projects we're doing through the Officers Club and our Patreon channel. Let me grab the bottle. We picked up a compressor. It's a small compressor. It was about $600 or a little bit less. It's a GX pump, the CS4, and they say it can fill bottles. Well, we have been doing nothing but running off our bottles over the last several videos, just using that to top the bottles off. So far, the compressor's been doing really well, and we'll have a full report on that coming up soon. What did fail, actually today, was the converter. So for whatever reason, the power converter failed. I have to reach out to them. I guess we'll get to see how their service and support handles it. But yeah, the compressor's working fine. I had an extra power converter. We're back up and running, but the converter died and just stopped driving the compressor. So we'll see what happens with that, but stay tuned. If you want to kind of have a full update and stay up to date on it, we're going to have all that data at the Officers Club and also our Patreon channel. So let me get back to this. Okay, take a sighter, center column, top. Holy moly, that was way off. Wow. That was like not even close. Let's try another one here. That flew a little better. Oh man. Well, yeah, these are not very stable. I'll just tell you that. I don't know if adjusting the power output, I'm just running this on full tilt. But we're just going to go with it. I'm going to use my scope to try and get these at least somewhere in the black. Let's go ahead and do our 5-shot groups here. Let's see how they do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, not bad. It's not what we're wanting. Next one. Fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I mean, the groups aren't terribly bad here. We just would have to adjust the scope for these pellets. All right, last group at the bottom. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on now. Why do we have one that wants to like go on its own journey, just all by itself? His buddies were all together, and the last one just wants to... That's just not a team player, is all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Between the two, we have a scope. We do a little scope adjustment. I don't know. I think we're like pretty doggone close. I don't see a clear winner here yet. Now I need to fill up the gun, but we're going to go ahead and switch to these. Now these are the Barracudas. They're big old heavy pellets. So they're 30 grain versus the 25. So we'll see what that does. Let me top this off here. Okay. Top right, we'll do a quick sighter here. Now I'm going to aim dead center, and then we'll use our mil dots to adjust. Let's see how we do here. Okay, we are 3. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my estimator here. Let's see how this puts us. Okay. 2. One more. Okay, we're going to go with that. All right, so I am kind of splitting the difference between the 3rd and 4th hash. So I think the long hash is 1 mil, I think. So I'm between splitting the difference between the 3rd and then that one. So kind of like right in the middle. All right, 5-shot groups, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I have to say, it's not awesome, but it's actually better than I thought I was going to get. Let's try again here. Next 5-shot group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. 1. Get comfy here. Let the rest do the work. Don't fight it. I have a bad habit about trying to fight the rest. If it's not where I want it, I try and force it, and then that can really cause your shots to wander. So if you're using a rest, get it. I mean, make the rest, put it where you want it. If you're having to force the gun in any particular direction, just stop, because it's going to throw your shots off. Let the rest do the work. It just takes practice. I have a bad habit of trying to force the gun to where I need it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go grab that target, and we will do our analysis. But I think it's pretty clear that we have a really tough decision, because they all shot pretty darn good as far as what we're getting today. So we're going to go grab that, and we'll be right back. Well, it's a tight race here, guys. Here's our JSBs, and that's a really good group, right? but the JTS had a pretty good group. That's probably our best group right there. Although I don't know why it wanted to wander, because I was aiming dead center for all of these. So maybe that was just something with my hold or something I screwed up on that one. Like I said, fighting the rest or something, I don't know. The JTS did pretty good. And then the H&Ns actually did better than I thought. The Barracudas are just heavy slammers. They're just really good for that little extra energy you want to put on target, on game, if they're really a hunting pellet. But they actually did pretty well. Yeah, scope adjustment would get those, probably be able to get all your shots in the black, which is pretty cool. I don't know, it's a toss-up for me, between the JSBs and the JTSs. I think the consistency between the groups as far as where they landed, I think the JTSs were a little bit more consistent. So I'm going to go with JTS for my 100-yard shooting today. But I think, gosh, it's so very close. But I think these are just a little bit more consistent in their point of impact across all three groups. So I'm going to give the nod today, because I've got different results the previous day. I'm going to give the nod today to JTS. For me, it's been, they go back and forth depending on the day, JSB, JTS. And this gun, they battle pretty hard. But I'm going to go with the JTS. So that's going to be it for today, guys. We are going to get set up and shoot some 100-yard, well, out to 100 yards. Start at 50, steel target, 75, then reach out to 100, and we'll see how she does on this. Really, we got a little wind picking up, but it's coming from behind us, and it's pretty gentle and stable. So, yeah, I think it's still going to be a really good day to be shooting out to 100. But, guys, that's going to be it. Remember, if you want to help support what we're doing, check out our Patreon channel, and also check out the Officers Club over at AirgunArmy.com. Links to all that will be in the video description, and we really do appreciate all your help. And we really appreciate you guys just watching the videos, because, yeah, that's what we need. So if you can go help us out on the other, great. If not, we thank you for watching the videos, and we really do appreciate it. My name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.